Hi, I'm Jimmy Fasig. I'm a lawyer with Fasig Brooks Law Offices. I have done a couple videos on getting cases settled. The first video was on how to settle a case pre-suit. The second video was on how to settle a case that's in litigation. And now I'm going to do a video, this one is about a proposal for settlement, which is another technique that we use as lawyers to try to get a case settled when it's in litigation. That's after the lawsuit's been filed and we're already preparing for trial. So the court allows a litigant 90 days after service of process, that's after we serve a complaint on the defendant and the complaint is received by the defendant, 90 days thereafter, both parties or either party can file what they call an offer of judgment, which is an offer that we file through the court system where we send something to the court saying an offer has been made, an official offer has been made. We don't send the official offer to the court, but we send it to the opposing party. And the way that it works is this, and this is really cool because the court, they are interested in lessening their docket. They want to get cases settled. They don't want cases to go to trial. So they've created a system. It's called a proposal for settlement, where if I propose a settlement to the defense, for example, as the plaintiff's attorney, and if they reject my proposal, and then I go to trial and I get a judgment of 125% of what my proposal was or more, then the other side is responsible for my attorney fees and costs, or some of my attorney fees and costs. It just depends on how much time and energy and money I put into the case after I file the proposal for settlement. Ideally, I file the proposal, the defendant rejects the proposal. They have 30 days to either accept or reject the proposal for settlement. If they wait 30 days or if they reject the proposal, then I have the opportunity of going to trial and beating 125% of the proposal and getting attorney fees and costs, which is the ideal scenario for my client. The other side to that is also true, which means the defense can file an offer of judgment or a proposal for settlement where they give me an offer to settle the case or give my client an offer to settle the case. And then if we reject that offer or if we don't accept the offer within 30 days, then we go to trial. If we get a judgment of 75% of what the offer is or less, then my client will have to pay the other side's attorney fees and costs. So it's possible that my client could go to trial, win the case from a jury verdict perspective, but still get nothing out of the case and actually end up with a judgment against him or her for the other side's attorney fees and costs. It's an incentive on both sides for people to take the case seriously, because if you make the wrong decision in terms of settlement offers, you could end up paying attorney fees and costs for the other side, which can be sometimes a lot more expensive than the judgment itself. So the proposal for settlement is a tool that we use in cases where we think it's possible that we could end up with a verdict of more than what we settled for. And it's a tool that we use to give the other side a big incentive to try to get the case settled. So that is the essence of the proposal for settlement. There are a lot of nuances to it, like what costs get calculated into the proposal for settlement when determining the final judgment. There are a lot of nuances to it, but the essential idea is that you can make an offer through the court system, and that offer puts a lot of pressure on the other side. In some cases, I like to make my offer on that 90th day after service of process. That's a great time to make an offer, particularly when you've got a policy limits case and it looks like the case is probably worth more than the policy limits. That's a perfect time to make that offer, that 90th day. Other times, it's better to wait until the mediation has already happened, the case did not settle at mediation, you've figured out where the other side stands, and then you make a proposal for settlement, letting them know where your final demand is. So those are the essential facts of proposal for settlement. Any of my clients have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to call me. Actually, if anybody has any questions about how it's done and the nuances of how to do it the right way, please don't hesitate to call. Again, my name's Jimmy Fasig with Fasig Brooks Law Offices. Thank you so much for your attention.